For this piece, it is an interior painting, and the focal point will be this lamp. And I've gone ahead and drawn the lamp on the Yupo, and I added in all the lines for the stained glass. I'm going to mask all the lines and the major shapes of the light, and then I'll put in an air-blown background. And I think even though the lines, these are technically black lines, having them show up will give me a much easier time when coming in to put in all the little panels. I also want to mask these panels over here, the ones that have the light in them. So I'm going to put in an air-blown background using the hairdryer. And the colors I've picked out are ginger, caramel, honeycomb, citrus, willow, and I have some alcohol here in this applicator. This is the honeycomb. So one really great thing about this type of background and a fairly simple subject is once the background's in, the painting is really very close to being done. So I'm going to start by painting in the lamp and the finial, and I'll be using the teak wood for this. I think I'll go right across the ink that's already here, and it might take several layers. Next, I'm going to add some honeycomb up in the first layer of stained glass panels. This is some teak wood still on the brush, so we'll see if I can drag that over a little bit, just to add some of these are a little darker than others. For the next tier, I'm going to use the brush and actually just lift the ink that's here. It's a very pale tier. I'm taking the pointy swab, removing some of the ink and some of the lighter panels here. Now we'll go back to some honeycomb. I'm breaking up the edges of the green. This next layer has some more that are a little bit lighter, so I'll see if I can just spread out some of the ink that's already on here. And I'll do the same blending on this next layer. So this one has green diamonds on the edge, so I will be sure to put them in. I'm going to do the more scalloped pieces right now. This is the citrus, going to use it for the little diamonds. So in order to differentiate the green from the what's still green, this is the honeycomb. This is some meadow that was in the palette, and some of these pieces are just a little darker. We'll add in some more color. And of course some of them are a lot lighter, so I'm going to do some lifting. So I'm going to add some eggplant into the teak wood and add another layer of dark ink to some of this metal work. So now I'm going to use the sepia pen and color in all of these lines, as well as tighten up some of these shapes. This is the one with the diamonds. We'll put them in first. I'm going to lift around the edge of the lamp and kind of straighten out some of the lines. So this is the sepia pen again. So in order to replace some of the background, I'm going to use some of the ginger and kind of brush it in. I'm going to do some lifting in the lamp. This is the cotton swab with alcohol. I'm going to use this cotton swab that I just used for the base to add some darker values through some of these pieces of glass. This is the honeycomb, and I'm going to add it to some more of these little panels of glass. And I'll do the lifting through some of the new ink I put on. I would like to lift some of the background underneath the light. So I want to try to show that we do have light coming out of this lamp. So I'm going to follow the lines that I see and lift out a little bit. I think I'll lift it and try dropping a little bit of alcohol through it. So at this point, I think I'm going to thicken up a lot of the lead lines in this part of the lamp. And we definitely need some lighter tones through here. Some of these need to be much brighter. So I took a little break, put it aside, and in coming back to it, I want to do more of this type of lighting on the table around it, since obviously the light's probably shining down on the table. And I also got out some markers. I think that might be an easier way of evening out some of the color through the base of the lamp. Also, I can dab in a little bit of color in some of these little glass panels. So I'm going to start with the alcohol and the brush and just a little bit of lightning. Looks like I might be able to skim across the top of some of these and keep the general shape. So these are some of the markers. This is some espresso. This is kind of a darker green marker. So before totally finishing, I think I'd like to do a little bit with the white pen. And I don't really want to draw a lot of lines because there really aren't any. But I've got the cotton swab here and the pen here. Some of these panels I'd like to just be a little bit lighter. Oh, that has black on it. So I'm just going to rub the white pen over them. See if we can just get it a little bit lighter. And just a tiny bit.